of magic, beauty, and soul.
I'll make you believe in magic. Won't you believe in me like a fairy tale was so classic?
Now, creatures of the earth, follow these breadcrumbs. For something good, this way it comes.
Breadcrumbs, maybe possibly a chef.
I'll make you believe.
Inside my stables, you'll find no fables. This tale of glory is based on a true story. I'm often found in the woods riding solo, yet I'm no stranger to running in herds.
Someone who runs.
Someone that's done a marathon?
And I will stomp my hooves for what is right. While I never say nay to silver, I've proven that I can produce magic to launch me into the stars.
Make you believe in magic.
One way to go.
It's the unicorn mix.
How many dudes you know roll like this? How many dudes you know flow like this? Not many, if any. Not many, if any. How many dudes you know got the skills to go in and rock a show like this?
This guy?
I don't know anybody. Check to the mic, check 1, 2 from the crew coming through, eat hype jet. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got some unscribed. They ain't got nothing when I'm up and alive. Can't front when you're feeling the vibe. You know, scribe is taking you high. Love it with the double bass, vibrate to the place in your vertebrae. Y'all hit a man move like a RS. Through with the crew, come equipped like a body kit. Lyrically, I burn quest, so on footers in the style, through his tongue like a stale fish. This kid named X from the Vic wanna get with the scribe and alive like a 05. I got vibe like a beehive. When the mother from the squid ever pimp on the seaside and get down with the way that we ride around town and down low. Never know what the flow go. Chop shop, you can't stop. Hip hop, cause it don't stop. Check it out. How many dudes you know roll like this? How many dudes you know flow like this? Not many, if any. Not many, if any. How many dudes you know got the skills to go in and rock a show like this? I don't know anybody. How many dudes you know roll like this? How many dudes you know flow like this? Not many, if any. Not many, if any.
A female voice.
I know. I'm really confused. I don't know anybody.
Bedazzled unicorn, everybody. Come up here. Wow. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but it definitely was not that. Sharon, any ideas? First guess back.
I straight away was like, oh yeah, Sharon, you need to take the clues on board, because I just started going off the voice, and then Anika and I were like, oh, is it male or female? Like, where is the voice? Because I felt like they were trying to throw us off a little bit, but I reckon Nadia Lim could be a secret kind of rapper. And we've got like all the different clues through there, and you know, about breadcrumbs, and I've seen Nadia breadcrumbs some stuff, so yeah.
Whoa, that is weak.
What party were you at?
Anika Moore, I know this is your first time on The Masked Singer, but it's, the bar's low.
No, it's extremely high, actually. And I'm taking my job very seriously.
She is.
I was just wondering if they were rapping low on purpose to put us off the scent.
I think you have to rap that song low, though, right? You can't be like, how many dudes, you know, flow like this? Like, it doesn't...
You could do it high.
You could. I sound cool when I do it.
Yeah, we sound great. Go. How many dudes you know
How
roll
many
like
dudes you
this?
know?
How many dudes you know
First grab.
flow like this?
Never mind, I stand corrected. Very cool.
What I've deduced it to is Michelle Dickinson, Nano Girl. Does everyone know her?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking this seriously. Or Ruby Tui.
You can't have two guesses. Which one is it?
Is it Ruby? Ruby, are you in there?
Anika's expecting you to just go, yes.
Let's play rugby together, mate.
All right, now let's go to Detective Daddy. Who do we think this is?
I do think you're on the right track, Shan, with Nadia Lim, but I think we've gone across the ditch to get a celebrity chef from a reality show, because one of the other clues was no fables, it's all a true story, reality television. I reckon you're probably Master Chef judge all the way from Australia, Melissa Leong.
Right, John O'Pryor, from one rapper to another, surely you know who this is.
Can I just say, too, nothing makes an awkward white guy more terrified than having to dance on television.
I missed it. Can you stand up and show us again?
Don't make me do it again, please, Sharon. It's terrifying.
Do it!
Do it. Who wants to see David dance? Do it again.
How many dudes in a roll like that?
All right, sit down, sit down.
There was a mention there of stomping hooves. And I truly believe, and I'll eat this chair I'm sitting on, if that is not former respected Prime Minister Helen Clark.
How does eating hooves
Stomping
make
hooves.
Helen Clark?
Stomping hooves. She made a bit of noise around Eden Park, getting some gigs.
All right, well, I hope you're good at eating. Cheers, John O'Pryor. Do you guys want a clue?
Yes, please. Hit us with a clue.
All right,
Please do.
listen up.
While I'm at home on land, I'm no pony when it comes to water.
I still stand by Nadia Lim because she could have breadcrumbed a fish.
Yeah, or she probably owns a launcher yacht now from the money she made from my food bag. So she's like, yes, butlers.
Jono, who is this mythical creature?
Have we gone cold on Helen Clark?
It's not Helen Clark.
You'll only know who the unicorn is when the mask comes off. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for the stunning unicorn. Our panel think Bedazzled Unicorn is one of these 4 celebrities. Whose face do you think is behind the mask?
No need to sound the horn. If someone's in trouble, it ain't this unicorn. Although I write solo, I am no recluse. If you take a look at my friends, you'll find some true New Zealand gems. But Kiwis are not the only bird in my herd.
Thinking other birds, maybe tuis. Have they won a tui award?
It's only my second time out, but I feel like I'm finding my home here.
They're not from New Zealand, right? They don't live here?
And I feel it coming right now.
And tonight, I want to prove the naysayers wrong. I will not be the one to go. I'll do whatever it takes to ride home with the victory, even if it comes at the misfortune of others. Sorry, peace.
That we're just getting started.
Oh my goodness.
What?
The rain.
What is happening?
I dreamed that God would be forgiving.
Wow.
But the tigers come at night with their voices soft like thunder as they cheer the hope above, as they turn the dreams to
What just happened? Last time you were on the stage, you did How Many Dudes You Know Roll Like This by Scribe. And then now that? You guys are going to be working for your money tonight. Sharon.
I have absolutely no idea who this unicorn could be, but I'm gonna go back to Ruby Tui. Like that's the only thing I can think of that matches with the clue.
Anika,
I just have to say, you have the best voice I've ever heard.
wow.
I'm stumped too. I have heard that this person is an amazing singer. I'm still going with Ruby Tui. Did I get that last time? You're beautiful, you're amazing. You nearly made me cry. Nearly.
I don't like to do it, but it does make him more confident. Detective Daddy, who do we think this is?
That's Mr. Daddy to you. One of the clues was, if you look at my friends, you'll find a few true New Zealand gems. So I don't think you're Ruby Tui. I think you're friends with Ruby Tui because she's a gem. Ruby, that's a gem, right? Yep. So I think you're one of the Blackfern 7. So for now, I'm going to go for the whole team.
The whole team?
Yeah, we'll go big and then we'll narrow it down week by week.
Paul, who do you know who can do what Unicorn just did?
I reckon you're a well-known New Zealand singer, and there's a clue in there about gems, and Bauronga also does jewellery. I reckon you're Bauronga.
All right, well, it's time for 2 truths and 1 lie, just like Paul Ego's CV. Bedazzled Unicorn, give us your very first clue.
I have short hair.
Well, that's a lie. I can see it's right here. It's quite long.
All right, and here is your second clue.
I have a pet dog.
I have a pet dog.
I love how these clues are like the cutest things about your life.
And remember, one of these is completely false. Could it be this one?
I have featured in a movie.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Well, guys, we won't know who this glittery galloper is until the mask comes off. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for the incredible Bedazzled Unicorn.
Unicorn!
Unicorn's bedazzling performance has the panel thinking they are one of these celebrities. Whose mug do you think is behind the mane?
Ha-ha! Giddy up, partner. Looks like we're in for a long ride. I do love to play games, but now is not the time for horsing around. My hoops are on the line. I can't let you down. Nay, nay, runs deep in my stables. You'll hear my family sound echoing over the rainbow.
The voice really irritates me.
And my magical talents come from the heavens above. Tonight, my dream is to once again break through from the rest.
Oh, like a best new breakthrough artist.
So please, New Zealand, hear my call. Nominate me as I have love for all.
Put you first to the garden, set fires to my forest, but you let it burn, sang off key in my chorus, cause it wasn't yours. We'd always go into it blindly. I needed to lose you to find me. The stressing was killing me softly. I needed to hate you to love me, yeah. To love, yeah. To love, yeah. To love. I needed to lose you to love me. And I gave my all and they all know it. You tied me down and now it's showing. In 2 months you replaced us. Like it was easy, made me think I deserved it. In the thick of healing. Yeah. To love, to love, to love, to love, to love. I needed to lose you to love me. To love, to love, to love, to love, to love. I needed to lose you to love me.
Wow, Wow, Bedazzled Unicorn, everybody. Sharon, forget sports star, forget social media influencer. This has got to be a professional singer.
Oh, without a doubt. I think that our unicorn sung that song better than Selena Gomez, and she sang it brilliantly. Yeah. So good. It's a voice that I know and I can't figure out what it is, and I know that I should know, and I feel like everyone's gonna be like, Sharon, you're so stupid, how can you not tell? But I'm just gonna throw out a name, and hopefully it's right, but maybe Jen Wigmore. I feel like it's in that realm of iconic voice. Okay.
I suppose, Anika, if a professional singer were to come on the show, you would try to disguise your voice a bit, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I guess you would. I know who this is because I have done many a tour with this person, and I think we might have even spooned a couple of times, just saying. Hey, remember those nights? No, I do know who this is because I love this person. She's family to me. But I'm going to continue to guess.
Who was it? Just tell us.
No, because I don't want to ruin everyone's buzz.
Oh, you're that sure that by saying it out loud, you think you're going to ruin it? You're that confident?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's going to frustrate me because it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Are you Kimbra?
No, it's not Kimbra.
Oh, that was a troll guess.
Well, no offence, though, Anika, you have been wrong before.
Shut up.
James.
All right, Clint, I have blown this case wide open. I've found it. I've looked at the clues. I've studied them. Detective Daddy's gone to work. The first clue was, I do love to play games. I know this person plays in a sports team, I reckon. The next clue, on the line. I reckon that's like the line of like a rugby pitch, maybe. And then the other one was breakthrough, and I thought maybe breakthrough musician. No, I think it's breakthrough the line of a rugby match. I think maybe you're a winger, someone who breaks the line of a rugby game. Also, nominate me was another clue. And I know that this person won the Women's Sevens Player of the Decade. And I think, based on those clues, Your Honour, that is Portia Woodman. Right, Anika? Thoughts?
Oh.
Remember that time you spooned Portia Woodman?
Did I?
I don't know, did you?
Tallfinger, can I be real with you for a sec?
Yep.
I feel like your mate David Tua told you he was going to be on the show, but he didn't tell you which costume. And you've just guessed all of them, but I feel it's going to be a little trickier to put David Tua in this.
Sort of tricky, but I have had a look at everything. The graphics, costume, just the tone of voice as well, the choice of song. And I have come to the conclusion that it's Helen, David Tua's wife. Shout Helen.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
All right, guys, let's get one more clue.
I know I can strike the right chord to take me through to the pointy end of this competition.
Does that sound like Helen?
Yeah, it did a bit.
Man, I don't know. I'm stumped.
No, I'm agreeing, so I think it's Helen.
Well, guys, the judges have made a strong case for who's behind the long face, but we won't find out who's wearing the hooves until the mask is removed. Ladies and gentlemen, Bedazzled Unicorn. Off down the tunnel. You go. The panel think Bedazzled Unicorn is one of these celebrities. Do you think they're on the money?
Nice try, but my fairy tale is far from over. My stables are found by the Enchanted Tower, but I've been known to go where the wind blows. It was here I once made new roots, but my magical journey was far from over. And I followed the rainbow all the way to the stars. My fairy tale story hasn't been without its troughs.
One of these days it all will be better.
And I've learned that sometimes You have to step backwards to keep galloping forwards.
You have to step backwards. So this person has had, like, maybe some tribulations in their career?
Nope, this ain't my first rodeo. I've been in the spotlight since I was a flourishing foal.
Could it be a horse?
But I'm still kicking on, and my glory days are far from over.
I've looked around this town, this big town, windows are closed.
Supergroup. It's a good song.
I think about you. When I hear a door slam in the wind and the glass on that says welcome, I think about you. Sitting inside my head, laughing at what I said. No, come on, baby, let's have another toast. You might think I'm dancing, laughing at my expense. Let's fill the cup and let's wash away the ghost. I left without was gone.
Who is it? I know that voice.
I didn't think
I've definitely heard this voice before.
Oh, this is annoying me.
the buildings crumble down. As I walk from the town, I hear you breathing and listen to your laughter. Oh, feeling inside my head, laughing at what I said. Come on, baby, let's have another toast. Oh, you might think I'm dazed, laughing at my expense. Let's fill the cup and let's wash away the ghost. I walk around this town, this building's closed and windows are boarded. I think about you.
Bedazzled Unicorn, everybody. Wow. And to think, last time you were on this stage, you were almost demasked. Thankfully, these guys kept you on the show. Thank you, Sharon.
Oh, thank you. It was all my idea. It's like right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't quite nail who it is. It's someone with a really, really soulful voice. I'm going to lean towards one of my favourite New Zealand vocalists from Open Souls. Is it Tyra Hammond?
Oh, okay. Anika.
Okay, I'm not going to gloat, but I know who it is. I'm going to write their name on this piece of paper for you, James, and you have to put it in your pocket. So when we do the reveal...
Okay. Oh, you're going to do like a David Blaine magic trick on me.
Yeah, so
This is great for us, but this is shocking for the TV show.
Here we go. Okay, I'm handing you the piece of
Can
paper.
I have a look?
No.
Please?
No, that defeats the purpose.
If you guys follow me on Instagram and DM me, I will let you know what's in this piece of paper.
Always trying to get his followers up. All right, James.
I'm the same with Sharon. You're just there at the tip of my tongue, and I definitely recognize that voice. So I've gone with the clue that you started when you were young, and I thought maybe you could be Siobhan Ruakere? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. So what now?
Yeah, iconic voice. I used to hear it a lot as a kid, maybe. I don't know.
John, was this a voice that you might have heard play it on your radio show, maybe?
Thanks for that unnecessary plug there, Clint. Listen, I'm looking at the clues. Wind blows, where the wind blows. You know where that's leading me to? That's leading me to Wellington.
Oh.
Next one. This ain't my first rodeo. Okay, do you know where this leads me to? Former Prime Minister.
Yes, yes.
And one-time New Zealand National Rodeo Champion.
Say it.
Helen Clark.
Yes.
All right, she's bedazzled, but has she befuddled you? We'll only know her true identity when that mask hits the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Bedazzled Unicorn. Our panel think Bedazzled Unicorn is one of these famous females. Who do you think is hiding behind the horn?
Seriously, that's it. Would you four quit horsing around? Like a colourful light riding in from the dark, I'm here to share with you my magic and art. My voice was etched on the magical scroll.
The magical scroll's gotta be the silver scrolls, right? So it's a musician.
The game begins. I feel a tingling rush beneath my skin.
In rushing and like liquid came the mountains of gold.
So whoever it is, they're friggin' rich.
Definitely not a New Zealand musician.
I have paved the ways for the voices of this generation and kept the castle warm in cold situations. I've proven that I can capture the hearts of my people at scale. I was born with the X Factor, and this is what I'll prevail.
If you could rule it all, what would you do? Would you be so bold, make it new? Would you take all the gray and paint it blue? Let all the color ignite tonight. Let all the colors ignite tonight, yeah. Let all the colors ignite tonight, tonight. Let all the colors ignite tonight, yeah. 'Cause what we have when days are gray, you wanna chase the miles away, the new light to the right. Let all the colors ignite tonight. If you could take the slate and wipe it clean, set all the pots adrift upon the sea. With the incoming tide, we breathe again. Let all the colors ignite. 'Cause what we aim when days are gray, you wanna chase the miles away. New light to the right. Let all the colors ignite tonight.
Bedazzled Unicorn, everybody. Wow, the panel were absolutely loving that. You enjoyed it, Sharon, but do you know who it is?
Well, yes. No, I don't know. But I know I had a fantastic time. So thank you so much, Bedazzled Unicorn. I think that this is Lady Six putting on a voice of another New Zealand singer to try and trick us. So Lady Six, I think it's you.
All right, Anika. Professional voice to professional voice.
Yes, that was a really good song. You should re-record that. Person who I know who you are.
Oh, yes, right. So for those that missed last week's episode, you've already put that guess in James's pocket.
I have. I've put 2 and 2 together. But I'm just going to take a guess because it's fun. So I do actually, in fact, think that you are Jacinda Ardern.
Jacinda, what are you doing here? There's so much other stuff you could be doing. James.
So I'm not sure. The X Factor clue is maybe the show that they were talking about. So maybe it's X Factor, and I was like, what are some judges of X Factor? Are you maybe Ruby Frost?
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm stuck.
All right, Kings. This one easier or harder than the last one?
This one's pretty easy, my friend. I already know who that is.
Do you know it straight away?
What do you mean?
From the first note.
Oh,
I was like, that's a beautiful voice. I believe this is...
Zip it.
Are you gonna...
Don't
What do you mean,
tell
zip
them.
it?
Don't tell them.
Why?
Don't tell them.
It was Clark Gayford, yeah.
Well, the pony's identity will remain a mystery until her mask is removed. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for the exceptional Bedazzled Unicorn.
Just tell me. Tell me, please. Tell me.
The panel think Bedazzled Unicorn is one of these celebrities. Do you think they're on the money?
From my point of view, you not wasted those clues. My powers came from my time in the Magical Creek, but it wasn't always meant to be this way. You see, sticks and stones was where my focus was once home, but my words are what won the battle. And that pretty young pony was flying high. Music has since been the soundtrack to the fantasy movie that is my life.
Fantasy movie? Maybe they've been in a fantasy movie before?
And some of my mystical co-stars would raise a few eyebrows. My journey has seen me in many different worlds, and I once made an appearance in our nation's most famous veterinary clinic. But tonight, I'm as healthy as a horse and leading the way.
I shot Sarah, but I couldn't shoot the deputy. No, no, no. All around in my own town, they trying to track me down. They say they want to bring me in guilty for the killing of the deputy. Oh, you say, oh no, I shot the sheriff, but I swear it wasn't self-defense. I shot the sheriff, but they say it is a capital offense. Sheriff John Brown always hated me. For what? I don't know. Every time I plant the seed, he said kill it before it grows. And he said kill them before they grow. And I say, oh.
Bedazzled unicorn, everybody. That was amazing. All right, Sharon, you have been struggling with this familiar voice.
It's so annoying, and I've been trying to like get it out of Anika, and she won't tell me because she's enjoying it too much that I look like a dummy. No. In a nice way. I'm gonna say that unicorn is either Lady Six or Holly Smith. One or the other. Because that's the mixture I'm getting.
Anika, you have been very quiet about who you, I was going to say think this is, but you think you know who this is.
I know who this is, but I love playing this game. It's a very, very lovely game. So music has since been the soundtrack to the fantasy movie that is in my life. I used to love this actor growing up. And I had a few fantasies too. Are you Lucy Lawless? I love you, Lucy.
All right, James, you're out in front at the moment when it comes to correct guesses.
I'm actually going to do something very rare for me. I'm going to agree with Anika here, because I actually do think that you might be Lucy Lawless based on that fantasy clue. And also, because I was like, can Lucy Lawless sing? And then I remember I saw Lucy Lawless in a production of Chicago once, and she had a similar tonal, like, kind of resonance to the voice. Yeah. Oh, look at me using tonal resonance. Oh. Yeah. Is that a thing in singing?
Have we been hanging out too much, James?
If I remember, she sounded like that. So, yeah, I'm going to go Lucy Lawless as well.
Okay. Tammy, when Unicorn first started singing, I saw your face. You were like, I know who this is. Like, your face lit up.
Well, you know it as well.
Well, okay, so first of all, no offense to Lucy Lawless at all, but this voice is not just a side hustle or a hidden gem. This is diva. This is like top of the game. I know who this is, but I am pleading the fifth. Oh. Because I know way too much incriminating evidence about Unicorn, and she will have me killed. So I'm just gonna.
But your job is to tell us.
No,
Wait,
I'm
Unicorn
sorry.
just threatened to stab you with a horn.
Right? I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm not gonna mess with her. And I'm a guest judge, so I feel that the rules don't really apply to me, guys.
All right, guys. Well, it's time for Unicorn's final clue to try and help you out.
keep your third eye on me, because I'm playing the long game here.
Third Eye.
Psychic.
Yeah, psychic.
Does someone have like an album or song, Third Eye, something like that? Is it?
Tarot card reader.
Okay, well, a horse is a horse, of course, but who's under the horn? We'll find out in due course. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Bedazzled Unicorn. Is the panel on the money with any of these guesses, or have they bet on the wrong horse? Whose face do you think is behind the mask?
It might sound unicorny, but that's a solid name from me. When I was just a young unicorn, I dreamt of becoming a bright star. But that wee foal could never have imagined where I'd go and just how far. You see, I came from simple beginnings. My pops was a humble blacksmith. But I galloped with pride and used the skills I was born with. My magic and soul took me to the promised land. But eventually, the promise would be ripped from my hooves. It took a long time, but I bucked and kicked those blues. Then embarked on a tiki tour and found a magical muse.
They must be some sort of soul singer that's been on tour with Tiki.
Correct.
Every night and day, you know that the wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary, keep on burning, and we're rolling, rolling, baby, rolling on the river. I left a good time in the city.
What a way to start the show. Bedazzled Unicorn, you have timed your run very, very well. Sharon, could we be looking at our winner right here?
Potentially looking at our winner. I mean, there's a 1 in 3 chance that could be our winner. I feel like the biggest dum-dum that's ever sat on this panel because I finally realized who this was and can't believe I didn't notice it earlier because it was so obvious.
So do you know as well now?
So I know.
How sure are you?
And I am like 1,000% sure. So if you've only just joined us, a few weeks ago, Anika figured out who it was, and she wouldn't tell anyone, so she wrote it down on a piece of paper and gave it to James, who has it in his pocket, and he's not allowed to open it until the unicorn has unmasked. I have now written it down on a piece of paper. I'm going to show it to Anika. Okay. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to get Anika
I
to
didn't
give it to
see anything.
James, and I just find it very fun that James doesn't know, and we all know now. Do you guys know in the audience? Do you think you know who it is? Yeah.
Wait, some people do?
Some people?
Huh, James is being paid to guess and he doesn't.
Well, shame on you guys.
Anika, how great has it been having the talent that is Unicorn on this stage?
Oh, it's been amazing and a pleasure to hear and and witness your amazingness. I love you. Look, I think the whole country knows who the unicorn is now, so I'm zipping it and I'm handing things over to James.
Am I not part of the country?
All right, well, James, have a stab. Who knows? You might get lucky.
Oh, bro, who? That voice, man. I feel like that voice is so familiar. I've heard that on the radio before, for sure. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Just like one hint, like the letter.
I know, she's a singer.
Okay, well, I'll go back to my clues. I'm in the lead, so I've got a lot to lose tonight. I want to get this right. I'm going to go with a gallop with pride. I'm going to go back to one of my original guesses. Are you Lady Hawk, maybe? I don't know, God.
Tammy Nielsen, you're also in the team of people who are fairly certain they know who's under here?
Not fairly, like 100%. Nobody else in New Zealand sings like this. Like,
That's true.
no one else in the world sings like this. This is
true.
She's a one of a kind. I could bathe in her vocals all day.
Listen to her clue.
Oh my God. It's literally like there's a hole in
Can
your
I
head.
Google? Am I allowed to Google it?
No. Why don't you use your very handy magnifying glass, Double D?
All right, well, you want clues, James. Unicorn's got one more for you. Listen up.
Everywhere I go, follow sunshine and rainbows.
Sunshine and Rainbows. Sunshine.
Yeah, it didn't help, did it?
No, I feel like Nicolas Cage in that National Treasure movie. I'm just making things up in my head.
All right, well, we will only know who's under that horn when the mask comes off, and it is happening tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Bedazzled Unicorn. Three out of the four panelists think that they've nailed the voice behind this Bedazzled Unicorn. We'll find out if they're right when the mask comes off later tonight.
I'm the main girl in this competition. Time will tell.
I've been on my own for a minute. Is it only me out here? Searching for the place to begin it. Is it me? Is it you? Is it fear? No, 'cause I don't wanna be behind you. 'Cause I know I had a dream that someday I would just fly away. And I always knew I couldn't stay. So I had a dream that I'd just fly away, away, oh, oh. Just fly away. And I always knew I couldn't stay. 'Cause I had a dream that I could fly away, away, I'll fly away. I'll fly away.
Wow, a great season by a great competitor. Sharon, one final attempt at Unicorn's identity.
Well, like Anika, like Tammy, I know exactly who this beautiful unicorn is, but James doesn't. And because James has got the most right so far, mainly because he jumps on what we say, I'm going to put my guess out there that this unicorn is none other than international sensation, and you may question it because you've never really heard their voice before. The Bedazzled Unicorn is Mr. Bean.
Anika, who do you think it is?
I think it's It's a soulful singer, someone who's been lost but found, a brilliant, beautiful wahine. I think...
John Molly Grun.
You are Mary J. Blige. Woo!
So you're going to be jumping on the girls' bandwagon. You're either going to guess Mr. Bean or Mary J. Blige. Which is it going to be?
No, look, Clint, I'm a man of my word. I got given 2 pieces of paper by these guys with the right answer on it. And we actually have a group chat on Instagram, and they're all taunting me and sending me things in there that I don't know. Again, Unicorn, you have such an amazing voice, and I feel like I'm going to absolutely kick myself when that head comes off. But...
That sounds like
I'm just gonna have to go. I'm just gonna have to go with my previous guess. I have no other thing to go off. Lady Hawk. That's it. Yeah. Let's hear though.
Okay. Tammy, is James right?
I'm so sorry, James, but I mean, it's pretty clear that it's a New Zealand treasure that we're all so, so proud of. Taika Waititi.
I think the girls might be messing with James just a little bit. All right, well, the wait is almost over. Not long now until we find out once and for all just who is under that mask. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bedazzled Unicorn. The most ridiculous guesses of the season. But will the panel be the ones wearing the long face when Bedazzled Unicorn is unmasked later in the show? All right, the results are in. And I can reveal that the winner of the Masked Singer for 2022 is... It's Bedazzled Unicorn! Congratulations, Bedazzled Unicorn. Very soon, you'll be removing that mask. Well done. Off you go and prepare yourself for your final performance. Let's hear it one more time as she heads off. Oh, you guys see him. Yeah. Maybe one more. Off you go.
I'll see you later, bye.
Welcome back to the stage, Bedazzled Unicorn. So Bedazzled Unicorn is our winner, and finally, it is time to reveal their identity. But first, for the final time, panel, who's under the mask?
Well, I would love to tell you who's under the mask, but we've been having way too much fun torturing James because he doesn't know. So, James?
James?
Well, I'm gonna try guess, all right, before I get the piece of paper in my pocket. Oof. Mate, Unicorn. Look, you've taken us to every corner of the music world, like every genre. You have me stumped. Your voice is a voice that I know I've heard before on the radio somewhere, and I just can't put my finger on it. But for now, the only guess I have is the one I had today, which is your Lady Hawk. That's my guess. That's my guess as Detective Daddy. But, as you know, actually Sharon and Anika gave me a piece of paper with who they think that are 1,000% sure it is. I'll read Sharon's first. Okay, this just says get your own guess, but here Anika gave me her piece of paper, and you all agree on this, right? You've talked about this?
Yeah, we agree.
So their guess, I don't feel comfortable being a man speaking for a woman, but okay, here we go.
As he does.
So their guess is Holly Smith.
Oh, fancy
It
that.
feels like it is from this reaction.
Well, it's time to find out. Champion Bedazzled Unicorn, who's behind the mask? Are we ready to take it off?
Yeah!
Let's do it. Take it off. 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 It is singing legend, Holly Smith. Come on. Wow. Well, how was that finally to have the head off? Congratulations, the winner of the Masked Singer for season 2.
Made it.
Made it. You went as far as you could go. And
How are you feeling? How are you feeling, babe? Hot. You are quite hot.
Thank you. No, it's great. I'm excited. I've never won anything before.
Well, I feel like you've won the hearts of all of New Zealand
Oh my God.
after that.
And you may have won like a Tui or two, like a few music awards. Oh, there was that. Few of those.
Your voice is, and I feel like an absolute sausage that I didn't get it for so long, and James must feel humiliated
Oh,
right
I
now.
don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
But you did such a good job of like hiding your voice. You started off the show with Not Many from Scribe, then you had some Les Mis, you did all these different varieties of music. Were you purposely trying to hide your voice?
We were trying to mix it up a little
Just,
bit.
you know, slightly iconic, but you
Yeah,
can't
been
help
around
that,
for a
right?
minute.
I feel like on the way into Sky City Theatre tonight for this show, a song was playing as I got out of my car in the car park, and I was like, that's Bedazzled Unicorn.
That's your new name. That's your new name.
Yeah.
Now, and a bit of a running theme through this season is a lot of our Masked Singers don't tell anyone they're doing it because they want to surprise them in the reveal. How many know that you're the unicorn?
Well, not really many. I was hoping to surprise my nieces.
They're gonna go nuts over this costume.
I've got lots of small people and young humans who are unicorn obsessed right now. So I'm going to keep this and start doing birthday parties. So just get in touch. I'll be like bigger than the Wiggles. We're going to do this. It's going to be epic.
We've all had to pivot during the pandemic, you know?
An absolutely incredible talent to have as our winner for the Masked Singer Season 2. I think we all agree. Thank you so much for agreeing to be here and just gracing us with your talent.
My pleasure.
I think you got your new Explorer outfit sorted as well.
Well, what a ride, what a series, and what a crazy way to spend the past 11 weeks. Here for the final performance of the series, Unmasked at Last. It is your winner, Holly Smith, as Bedazzled Unicorn.